Hi everybody, it's your girl Shino. I'm back with episode 18. Happy to report that I am feeling better now. So this episode is going to cover sexual orientation, all that fun stuff. This will be a pretty big section, so try not to get overwhelmed. Make sure to join the Discord if you're interested in learning the language. Subscribe to get with the channel updates. And with that out of the way, let's get into orientation. So, obviously the word for sexual orientation is lilen. And you always place this before you introduce any kind of sexual orientation of any sense. So that's that word, lilen. Let's get into how to actually form the words now. So, up in the corner there you see a 1 out of scale, 1 out of 3, your identity. So, female, if you are female, this is going to be, or female or identify as female, trans girls included, myself. Any female identity is ya. A demigirl is ra. So they're slightly different, ya and ra. And then non-binary is re. Demi-boy is ge, and male is go. So you can see we kind of have a little slowly transforming scale, like ya to ra, to re, to ge, to go. And then xenogender, that is ze. You'll never guess where that comes from. And then gender fluid is ha. So that's scale 1, that's your identity. Scale 2 is attraction to. So if you're attracted to just girls, that is si. Now, finsexual, attracted to femininity in general, that is si. And then space and pa. And we'll talk about what goes in that space in just a minute. So attraction to boys is re, and then attraction to masculinity or minsexual is re, space, pa. And then bisexual or pansexual, the attraction to 2 or more genders is ka. Attraction to non-binary is so. If you are attracted to a xeno, that is yo. If you are attracted to a gender fluid, that is called zo. And if you just couldn't care about attraction, that's ta. And now for your intensity and type. So, strictly sexual attraction, that is ni. If you experience both sexual and romantic attraction, that is ta. Strictly romantic is ro. And we have romantic and platonic is y. Platonic is just ke, strictly platonic. Occasional is nya. And then no attraction at all is ga. I know it feels like I'm blazing through these, but we have a lot to cover just past this, so stick with me here. Yeah, you may be thinking something along the lines of, wait, these are all one syllable. And that is a perfectly valid thought. But the truth is, those aren't full words. Sexual orientation in Lesbani is created by picking the root out of each of those 3 scales that fits you the best. However, some combinations are a lot more common than others, so you don't have to learn every single word. So let's look at how they're constructed. If you're straight, male, that is gosira. First syllable, go, indicates you personally identify as a male or a boy. Second syllable, si, indicates that you are attracted to girls, not femininity, because there's no pa, but just girls. And the last syllable, da, indicates that it is both sexual and romantic. So if you're straight female, then by that logic you would use yaruda. Ya for your female identity, ru for attraction to boys, and then da once again. So don't worry about the more obscure terms, I've got those too. Aromantic, it's not exactly obscure, but you can just pick pa for your attraction to root as none. And you can tack on romantic to that, ro, for no romantic attraction. So your identity and then taro. Enbian, attraction between 2 non-binaries, that is no problem either. Your word would just begin with reso. You would just pick the ending root that goes with your intensity and type of attraction. And then finsexual, we're getting to this. I'll use an example. It is a bit more complex. So as just a quick little showcase here, let's say you identify as a demigirl, strictly romantic attraction to femininity, not girls, femininity. That gives you ra, and then ra, Ra for your identity, shi for attraction, ro for the type. But if you remember, shi is just attraction to girls in general. That's why the pa is there. The pa goes at the end. And to signify that it is the look of girls, like the feminine look that we like, not the gender itself. And we combine that and it gives us rashiropa for finsexual, demigirl, strictly romantic attraction. I know it might seem like a lot of words to learn, but you don't have to learn every single combination. Out of all the ones that are possible, they're not all going to be used commonly. Now, if that still sounds like a really daunting task, here's my plan, or what I would recommend. I recommend you learn all 22 roots, technically 23rd one is just lilen for the word. I recommend you learn all 22 roots and then 20 to 30 of the most commonly used orientations. This will give you quick recognition of how many people orient themselves while still allowing you to decode the ones that you didn't learn as their own separate words. And this is going to cut the amount of terms you have to learn by around 89%. But if you want to learn all of the obscure ones, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just here to give you the words in the language, not tell you how you're supposed to use them. But yeah, thanks for watching. Next episode is going to be our Lace at 3 checkpoint. Ooh. And I'm excited to get that one out. So join the Discord if you're interested in learning the language. Subscribe to keep with the channel updates. Check out the website. That will also be linked in the description. And yeah, that was sexual orientation. Next up, checkpoint. Shino out. Kyari!